Alrighty, guys. Hey, how is it going? Today we are playing the Angler. We are doing some bass fishing, kind of hanging out, getting ready for this tournament. We're going to jump into, hopefully, Doe Slayer's game and see if we can harass him a little bit. So, go ahead and friends. Oh, Joe's on. Oh, Joe must be on the Hunter tonight. Does make sense. A very Doe thing to do. Alright, so we're bass fishing tonight, so let's go ahead and clear our journal. Grab this point up here, go back up to the main spawn, and see what we can come up with. Alrighty. So, we have, what do we got for gear? Swim bait. We have a few more things to kind of go through on this account, in this save to master. So I think we're going to do a little bit of that as well. What do I have for gear, though? I don't necessarily want a overly heavy rod. I want to try to use my bait caster. So let's disassemble all these. Do some setups for, like we'd use in the tournament. And see how that's going to go. Go ahead and throw all this stuff back into storage. Storage. Sure. I don't have any rods on. Storage. Rods 1 out of 5. Cool. Awesome. Great. So I want a couple of Colts. The Iago. Let's do this as well, boys. Go to Twitter and just kind of say, hey, we are live. Twitch/American Angling. And logging into the right Twitch account or TikTok account and Twitter account probably helps as well. Do that. Go ahead and share on Discord as well. Why not? Sloan. And Darth is one of those players that I've been super impressed with. The man has got some excellent work ethic too. Reb, because Reb has got a bomb. Discord. Alrighty, boys. Catch some fish. Catch some fish. Alright, so we got that Iago on one. So that's size 6 to a 4-aught. Yeah, we'll go with the size 6 hook. Baits. So we've already got the 7 spinner bait knocked out. Our next one is going to be a size 5. And let's grab a size 6 as well. Inline spinners, I don't have any faith. Top water. Frogs. Potentially some frogs. Could potentially catch some fish on some frogs. Spoons. Size 6 spoon. I already have size 4 mastered. I think jerk baits or the heck are those called? Swim baits are pretty important. Size 4. Crankbaits. I don't think that 2 is going to play much of a factor. Let's go to 5. We've got 2 more slots. So what do we want to do with those last 2 slots? I'm thinking what we do is we throw on another one of these spinners. We'll do that, I guess. Just to have them. Oh, hey, did I put bait? I did put bait, okay. Floats, I've got my float. Jig heads. Maybe we'll try a Senko. We'll try a tube. Size 6. A size 2? Good lord. Go that route. Size 5 and a size 6. I think go grub 2, I guess, huh? Line, that's right. Okay, so I need to buy some stuff and things. Buy equipment. Bait casting, I've got 2 tenderfoots. I think I have 2 Genesis. Do I have the 2 Iagos? Not. Iagos, I want fluorocarbon. I've got a couple of those, it looks like, but we'll go ahead and grab those just for the heck of it. Storage, okay. So we can grab Genesis and that Genesis. 2 tenderfoots. Both of those. Line. A ½ pound, so we need to get rid of that grub. We'll thin out these. Like I said, those aren't too important to me. I need 4 6.61 pound. Okay, now we can do our setup here. Rods. The first one is going to be a casting setup. 6 pound line. I want to throw that with a spinnerbait to cover water. Say I hook up. I want... Why is the buckwheat showing up? That with a little bigger bait. Swim bait. Now, float fishing. There you go. With worms. A jig rod. Why is that showing there, I guess? That's the question, right? Why is that buckwheat taking up a spot? Get it out of here. I don't even have it in my inventory. I think I'm going to go another tenderfoot, honestly. Four of those. 2 more of those. Question is, can I even get these things in my inventory? So I can only have 2 bait casters. That's a pain. Oh, I got a spot taken up by something that's not even there. That's kind of obnoxious, but I guess it is what it is. Go into our rods again. Buckwheat, bro, you're not even there. Like, I can't. Oh, that's pain. Put the buckwheat in my inventory. How about that? And we'll go boom. Get rid of it. Okay, now I have the correct number of rods. This is for bait fishing. We'll grab that. Why does that put me back up to 5? Well, I guess we have 2 bait rods. Ah, I need another float. Are you kidding me? I think I have floats in storage. I do. The popper can go. Float. Grab that float. All right. I'd like to be able to have the other bait caster, honestly. That's like what I really want. But I don't think it's going to happen right now. Oh. Screw it. Let's go. Oh, Joe's right there. All right. Go chase some bass. Go chase some bass. Ah. Looking for auto walking and not looking at the screen. All right. Already, guys, figuring out how to slide cancel on COD. That's hilarious. All right, look here, journal. Get this thing out of my face. All right, let's head up here. Want to head a little bit up river, maybe. This is kind of catfish perch area right here, if I remember right. And I bet boat controlling the controller feels really good. We're gonna go ahead and tuck back in this little cove. Kind of fish our way out. Put me up front. That spinnerbait out. Nice long cast, a good 3 speed, and we'll see what happens. See if anything follows. If anything follows at that point, then we kind of have an idea. I think there's bass right in front of me, though. That look like a fish. Put the spinnerbait down. See if we can get this thing's attention. Definitely a bass, right? It's a smallmouth? Is that what that is? Is that a smallmouth? Oh, it's not going to hit by the time I get this thing pulled in. Pretty sure it's a smallie. If that's the case. Might not be huge, but it definitely counts, right? Fish jumping behind the pads. Gotta be smallmouth, though. Fuck this thing out there. We know there's fish nearby, though. That's the thing, right? We know there's fish here. A small, pretty small fish, though. That's pretty small fish. Hoping something might kind of hop out and show itself, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Nothing following. Yikes. Yikes. What do I have? That's... Try that spoon, maybe? See if those smallies go for that spoon. Slow her on down to a crawl, and we'll see how it goes. Because we know there's fish here, right? That's the thing. Question is, I guess, what species? That's the biggest thing. I want something to move, right? I want something to chase. I don't have an idea of what the heck we have around us. Small fish. Yeah, I'm not spending time here. It would be nice. Third person. Yeah. I'm beached. I'm not beached. I'm beached. Oh my goodness. I think it's not happy. Oh no. Fish this island. I'm going to do something I don't usually do, too. We'll go ahead and throw on this rod. We'll throw a jig head. Size 6. That's a size 5 for the Senko. We got a pretty good size something there. See if it bites a Senko. Come on now. There we go. Oh, that's something. A rainbow. Yeah, definitely seems like a rainbow. Oh, come on. I think it's absolutely pulling. Gotta be a rainbow. They'll be in this much of a fight. I think when jump, I might have an idea. It's not really leaving the water at all. Back here. Wow, this thing is taking line. Gotta be a big rainbow. Well, I got my trolling motor to, like, follow this thing. It's gonna pop off for sure. That's gotta be a big rainbow, though. Or a big pike. One of the two. Yeah, it's gonna pop my line. Not worth that fight. Alright. Make a move. Make a move. Where do I want to go? Got an idea. I got me an idea. What up, Chris? Yeah, dude. It's some kind of rainbow, I'd imagine, in that location. Ooh, that looked bassy. Appreciate it, dude. We've put some effort in. I think there's a lot of potential in the angler. It's just a matter of, you know, bringing it out. Super stoked to be able to, Oh. Oh. That's a... Yo, is that a bass? A rainbow. Oh my god, that's a bass. That's a bass, dude. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. A silver? 5 pounds. Let's go. Alright. 5 of those and we'll have 25 pounds. Yo, dimes are going to be a time in this tournament. That thing choked that Senko, though. If that's going to be the case, could be in for a fun time. So I'll bring this cast in, and I'm going to go ahead and flip some music on, I think. We'll kind of jam out while we're fishing. Let the rainbow. Get out of here, rainbow. Yo, that fish pulled from a long way away. I mean, I don't know if you can see that thing down there, but that thing pulled from, like, the back side of the pads. So if that's the case, oh my god, dude. The pulling power of that must be insane. Alright, let's flip on some music. What do I want to listen to tonight? A little bit of rock? Is that what we're feeling? A little, alternative, huh? We'll give that a shot. We'll give that a shot and see how that goes. Game volume's turned up too for you guys. Alright. Cast too slow. I didn't even hold the button down. This jigging definitely is a little more tedious. But man, it seems a little more effective. Hit it, you know you want to. Hit it, baby. That one bass hauler was here? No way, right? The bass are on the edge of these pads, so maybe we just run the edge of the pads. Ah, crap, I didn't see what that was. Something jumped out there, though. Nothing, huh? Let's push a little deeper in these pads. Okay, okay, alright, okay. Yep, I'm on shore. Alright, so starts out we're gonna fan cast that spinnerbait. So ideally what we can do to break this water down, of course. Q. Grab the spinnerbait, and then we're gonna run it on 3 or 4, and we're gonna fan cast. So what that means, right, is we're gonna cook up to a 3, we're gonna cast here. Our goal is to just move fish here. It's not to catch, it's just to move fish. Once you move them, you have them located, then you can kind of go back, target those fish, and get the ones that you actually want. Like there's one chasing right there. Alright, so we know there's one there. Let's go ahead and flip to this. Flip out a piece of plastic. up, Drew? Heck yeah, dude. I heard a few large creators are very interested in the tournament. Hopefully, all goes well. The pilot video, dude, I think came out pretty good. What is that? What is that? What is that? That thing is a monster. Oh, okay, so you have to be jigging it for it to be interested. That thing's a tank. Okay, we're learning, right? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it came out, honestly. I think we're gonna see some pretty cool competition, man. I've been watching a few guys practice, and dude, it's gonna be a time. So this fish is gonna be huge. This is gonna be a good one. So I'm using the tournament rig right now, and okay. We got one fish for 5 pounds. This one's got to be a 7, I would assume. Just by the fight. But tonight, man, I'm trying to learn, right? Our goal tonight is try to figure out baits, lures, where, when, how, basically, right? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now, and I think we'll get there. Oh my goodness, that's a good fish. Ooh, come on, baby. This thing is pulling, man. Oh, dude, yeah. The other one was definitely a rainbow or something like that. This one is 100% a largemouth. Oh, dude, and that's gonna be a thing too, right? Because unfortunately, we can't all play on the same server. I would much prefer, obviously, if we could do that, but we're gonna see some people fishing at night. I think we're gonna see some people fishing in the day. We're gonna see how that impacts the fishing. Put pressure on this bad lad. This is the bath, though, dude. Yeah, and I think honestly that would help, but I've already got 2 guys that are fishing completely different days, completely different times, and it really opens them up for that, which is kind of cool. Fish is huge. So this is the big discussion, right? Will people spend the time to pull these fish in, or are they going to try to just bump through a bunch of silvers? Yeah, so I'm actually running a tournament on Tuesday, Wednesday, weigh-ins on Thursday. So we're going to have a tournament here on, sounds like the YouTube channel as well as the Twitch, since we're not affiliated on Twitch yet. At that point, dude, we're going to have a live weigh-in. We're going to have some stuff going on. So we've got some pretty big people playing. So far, we've got Darth, Papa Grizz, we've got Reb, 1993, and we've got Mountain Moving Joe. So we've got some names in the angler space. Risk it with that drag increase. Ooh. Get in the boat. It's making me real nervous. Let's go, boys. This thing is huge. 7 pounds, like I said. Alrighty. Just a gold. But, yo, we got it on that stick worm. We got it on a grub. We learned, or a jig head, we learned, alright? The big thing we learned there is the fish, when it was approaching, if I stopped that jigging motion, the fish lost interest completely. You have to be jigging that Senko for it to work. Going from back to different time zones. Yeah, dude. And that's the thing, too, right, is I'm East Coast. A lot of my friends are West Coast, being a former COD player. So, like, finding times that work for everybody was a giant pain in the butt. So, hopefully, this format really opens it up, and people can kind of do their own thing, and we can see some community around it, right? Because I don't necessarily care about who wins. I care more about building the community, making the community stronger, and pulling people into the game. This game is great. Oh, this is on PC only right now. They have plans for console release. It's just a matter of we don't know when yet. So hopefully, we'll end up seeing some of that coming through in the next little while. My assumption is going to be we're not going to see a major console release. Okay, I'm not doing that. Until probably the hot fixes are pretty much gone through. Because otherwise they have to go through the complete appeal and process and paperwork, all that garbage for every update, right? Right now, they can just keep throwing updates out at us on PC, and we kind of deal with it, right? Good and bad. But it's just way easier to manage as a company PC updates before you put it out on console. So I think that's what they're doing. They haven't said that by any means, but that's just kind of what be my mindset. What up, R? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, dude, I'm pretty impressed with this game. If you are an avid fisherman, it's a little arcadey, but at the same point, too, like, I fish, right? So I don't necessarily care to spend all of my time fighting one fish. I don't guess I care to spend all my time, you know, grinding things out. I want to be able to just have fun when I want to have fun. And this game kind of fills that gap for me. A rainbow. A rainbow. Right? Sure looks like a rainbow. That bass, though, is massive, so I'm not sure. Not sure how to deal with that either. This fish a little closer, maybe. Kind of games. So this is All the While the Angler. It's just a fishing game, right? A little more on the arcadey side, a little bit of sim to it. They strike a pretty good balance between the two. I'm pretty impressed with the game, honestly. Boy, is that a bass? I don't think it is. I think it's a rainbow. Looks awfully slender on the side. Oh, dude, lag is the man. A Scarecrow, aim fix. Yeah, and aim fix, dude, I've seen him. That's a rainbow. All over the place. The man is constantly doing something. But I've been debating on doing that too, right? So, did you end up doing cash payouts or anything like that when you did your tournaments? So obviously, the big thing is I want to try to bring in non-endemic sponsors at some point. Maybe some IRL fishing companies to get sponsorships. Even if it's just like, yo, the winner gets free pack of lures, you know, in IRL. You know, it at least pushes people to fish and people to kind of keep progressing in their lives. And I think that's cool, man. And that's kind of what we've always done in our IRL tournaments is the cash winnings might not be great, but there's always a ton of cool prizes. So I'm hoping we can roll that a little bit later. Yeah, it sounds like you got the hookup, though, dude, as far as knowing the peeps. And I mean, that's most of the battle, right? Is getting in with these people and being able to have these discussions. So, I mean, let's be honest, creators are and can be fairly hard to get a hold of because they are always thinking, always working, always doing something. A little too bubblegum for my taste, boys. Alright. Dead cast. Switching these pads a little more. So we got 1 for 5 and 1 for 7. Spinnerbait? Yep. You know, so I'm not hating that at this point. I feel like that set us up for a pretty good day, honestly. Kind of expecting about 6 pounds average to win, maybe 5 pounds. I think we're going to see a lot of heartbreak, though, man. I definitely foresee some people hooking up on fish, not being able to land them, breaking lines, breaking equipment. And watching people catch silvers, dude, and being absolutely stoked about it is super cool. You know, because let's be honest, dude, like, our main goal right now in this game is to catch dimes. I mean, that's what we're doing. But having the opportunity to go ahead and be excited about those small fish, to be excited about stuff like that. Now, in the future, what we do in IRL is we'll have a bass tournament, right? And in that bass tournament, we'll also have a crappie tournament on the side. So let's say you catch your 5 largemouth, or you only catch 2 largemouth that day. Your last place, but you happen to catch a 15-inch crappie, because we usually go by length for the extra fish. That would net you $100, right? So it's $10 of every entry fee goes towards that extra fish. Same thing with big fish. We've done small fish tournaments, which is absolutely hilarious, dude. Is watching these dudes that are, you know, 6'4", 250 pounds, man, walk up and be like, yo, I got this, man. This is my tournament to win. And you pull up like a 2-inch bluegill. There's just something about that type of stuff that just, it makes me happy. It's a different type of ego. It's a different type of experience with those types of guys that can do that and have fun in those environments. All right, boys. This music's gonna put me to sleep. I'm not gonna lie. Give me some mood. All right. We want give me some angry music. Some of that angry music. Some of that grrr stuff, you know? Alright. Okay. I'm digging it. Whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, follow, whatever the thing is on your platform. Be sure to hit the follow stuff, guys, because we are going to have a bunch of stuff coming up. Yeah, I appreciate it, Chris. That odd timing. But if you're interested in any other fishing games, feel free to comment on one of my videos as well. Let me know what you're interested in playing. We are going to do a little more Fishing Planet, because that game's a little more simulator. So we're going to do a little bit more of that stuff probably the next week or so. We're also going to have a lot of IRL stuff. I'm fishing tomorrow IRL, so we'll have a kayak bass video coming up this week. Lots of cool stuff, man. But I appreciate you stopping by, Chris. And really appreciate that sub. Even though for some reason it didn't pop, so we'll have to look at that after stream, because, you know, stuff can't just work. Right? Alright, let's move. So we got one bass back yonder. All right. Larky, what up, buddy? Dude, are you turn this game down a little bit. Are you interested in fishing that tournament, homie? Happy to send you details if you are, man. Yo, YouTube people, I do see you guys subbing. For some reason, not showing names. It's just popping up with new sub on the activity feed. Guessing it's something to do with privacy settings on YouTube. But if you are following, subscribing, I do appreciate it. It means the world to me. It lets me kind of do this stuff and enjoy, you know, my my time not at work. So I really appreciate it. Okay, that's beached. That is beached. So I guess another big question too is, does night hurt bass fishing? You know, IRL, night fishing is like my thing. It's just my thing. You want to lake better and I'll be starting over now? Dude, are you looking at, like, did you finish your tasks? Have you gone through all that stuff yet? I've been peeking in on you here and there. See, you've been fishing quite a bit lately. Notice you haven't been on a fishing plan at all. I noticed you've been on the angler pretty much exclusively. Dude, the way the lights go at night, something about it, man. It's just, it gets me. Mind you, I have done the vast majority of my bass fishing at night. And that's with fishing for like 3 years straight, every single day. Right, so I'd go out 5 o'clock in the morning with my man. Well, my old man. My boyfriend. My dad. This isn't Game of Thrones. If you know, you know. We'd go out, right? We fish in the morning, take a nap, eat dinner, get back out there. There's quite a few days, man, where we went out, hit it hard, caught a bunch of fish, man, and hoping to get back to that point in my life where we can get back out and spend a little more time together again. Because, dude, I am ready for it. We've got a couple of bass boat projects coming up. I've got a 16.5-foot smoker craft that we are working on restoring. And if the restoration goes well, then we start taking a look at doing other things. Other things will include a aluminum deck, a modular deck, and probably rewiring everything. Oh, what do we got here? Dude, I have seen 2 or 3 50-pound Lakers so far. The best I've got, I think, is a 45. Oh, okay. Ooh, is this a pike? Dude, I have literally no idea why it does that. Since the last update from OBS, it has been dropping signal like crazy. And mind you, I'm on freaking fiber, right? I've got a wireless card plugged in, and I've got wired internet. So I've got redundant connection. So it's not like I should ever lose service. Drives me insane. Drives me insane. Oh yeah, so I've seen a couple of, I think I've seen 3 so far. Not bigger than 50.7, but I've seen a 50.7, I've seen a 50.2, and a 50.1, I think is what it was, on Reddit. Any idea what they're catching them on, dude? It seems like the grub has been like the most consistent thing for the big fish, but I can't ever, like, catch those big fish, right, with that grub. I feel like all my big fish come out of jerkbait. 6.65. Jesus, chimney, dude. On this account, mine is a 45.16. And that came on a 4-aught jerkbait. Now that day, I caught 4 over 45 pounds, or 43 pounds. It was between 43 and 45 pounds. They were just stacked up in one spot. And I kept casting in, and it was like fish after fish after fish, and then the bite died. So I don't know if that's related, causation, correlation, all that jazz. I don't know, man. It seemed like that's just kind of the way it was. But like I said, man, it could have been just random happenstance too. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was hoping for, right? Was that 4-aught was going to just farm me some diamonds out. And it worked. But obviously your numbers go down drastically once you do that bigger bait. Honestly, dude, there's little things in this game that I'm kind of getting a little nuts over. I want my freaking fish finder. Get it run. Yeah, at the very least, like when I'm driving, I would like a map. I would like sonar. But probably at some point we're going to look at playing a little more Fishing Planet. We can go ahead and dive into that game a little bit more. We can dive into mechanics of actual fishing. Hopefully. Look at your stream elements. It took you a minute, but you got there. Dude, I don't know what it is with my connection either. It drives me nuts with OBS. But like, so we're figuring out stuff, like with this Senko, is as long as I've got it twitching, or jigging, I guess I should say, it's catching fish. And that's huge. Go back to main menu, we'll go ahead and reconnect. Click into a daytime server. I want to be able to have some spots, right? So, come on. I want to be able to find spots where the bass are, and at that point, we can go back at night and see if those spots still hold up. Dude, okay, that's what I thought you meant. I figured you meant 1,500 hours, because otherwise, I've seen you play that game for I don't know how many hours. I think I'm at like 10K channel points or something like that for you right now. Like, I might not chat in your chat a lot, but I'm definitely there watching you. Just so you're aware. As soon as I see your name pop up, I always hop in. Vast majority of the day, I'm usually at work doing my thing. Still at night. What? Online status pure offline? No. Alright, Joe. Now you can't join? That's dope. Actually, that's kind of nice. As it should be. Dude, and it sucks too, because that like OBS dropping kills my concurrent viewers. Which is fine. Like I'm not here to get rich on Twitch. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to actually push the YouTube channel a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube's got that passive income. But I think that OBS, man, is driving me insane right now. Hopefully we get that fixed in the next update. And we'll toss the spinnerbait first. Definitely seems like bass are a little more towards the edge of the pads rather than in the pads. I'm not sure if that's intended or not. If I was designing this game, so I would put bass on the middle of pads, outside of pads, those rocks out there. Those should hold smallmouth, maybe some largemouth cruising from deep water to the shallows to this cover. But it's important to note, too, that bass can't adjust light with their eyes. Not that they put stuff in the game or anything like that. But bass can't adjust their eyes to light. So that's why you'll see way more bass activity at night. And pike, too. There's a lot of those fish, they're sitting in the dark spots throughout the day. And at night, that allows them to roam. Just the moonlight is more than enough light for them to do their thing. Lorky, would you be interested in a tournament on there as well? 'Cause I've got boats. I've got all the equipment that I could pretty much want. But I'm looking for essentially somebody to kind of, you know, guide me for a little bit, just to have a little bit of fun. I think I'm level 36 on Fishing Planet right now. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's thing to buy. I just want to be able to play it so I can do some video, honestly. I got to figure out farming some stuff. I got to figure out making some money. So I'm probably going to farm a bunch of freaking walleye, right? Until I can afford to go to the Congo. Then I'll farm the Congo. Then rinse and repeat. I have heard that you can manually install a Stream Deck update for OBS. My issue is I use Restream. So I stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, which causes issues with OBS for some reason right now. It's never had that issue before. It's a fairly new problem. But, you know, it kind of is what it is. You roll the punches. It's a problem. That was a pass. No, oh my, I hate that. Pushing my rod button could not put me back in the driver's seat. E. Two. Good grief, fat fingers, figure it out. Yeah, I mean, the big thing for me right now is the angler is just missing some things, right? For me to be able to do the content that I want to do. My goal is, I don't know if you've watched any BZ Hub. Back in the day, I did a lot of the Hunter content. I actually wrote most of the wiki for the original Hunter. Did a bunch of guide videos, stuff like that. But the whole point of that was to bring people in the hunting industry. Right? So I wanted people to get into archery, I wanted people to get into stuff like that. So I did a lot of archery videos for the Hunter. Because, I mean, obviously, there's no overlap there, right? People that are interested in hunting, people that actually hunt. So what is this? That was a bass that I was looking at, though. Like, right? That was a bass. You know, but it's like I can't do certain content on this game. I mean, simply, I physically can't do it. Things like how to read sonar, right? The sonar in Fishing Planet works very, very well once you learn it. Just like IRL sonar does. So, doing videos on that, doing videos on how to properly fan cast, how to properly troll, how to properly cover water, how to properly select lures for color, temperature, clarity of water. Because clarity of water and color of water are two completely different things that get mixed up constantly in real life fishing. Yo, is this a freaking pike or is this a dime? This thing's gonna spool me. This thing's gonna spool me, isn't it? Yo, come on. This thing is taking line. There's no way I get this fish in. There's no way. I don't think it's a bass, though, because it's not coming up, which makes me think that it's a pike, since it's going down. It's most definitely a big pike, though. Yeah, we'll let it run. Crank it down, pull it in. Yep. That was a big pike. Heck, boys. Yo, I am, like, legit sweating. Like, that... Seeing the bass near the surface, hooking into that thing and be like, yo, I thought that was a big bass. That last head shake, I kind of saw the long, slender body. It's either a rainbow or a pike. Not target species. Don't care. But pretty much confirming, though, that if you have that jig head on, you need pike, son of a... Get in the boat. Just get in the boat. Get in the boat. Like, the moment you jig, though, dude, the calling power of this Senko is nutty. Look, dude, like the moment that it stops jigging, that fish loses all interest. Ah, you can't really see it in the dark. Son of a biscuit-eating bulldog. Wait! Get in the boat. I don't know if there's bass here. I saw that one. Maybe it was a small rainbow. I don't think that was the case, though. The spinnerbait's great for streaming, too. You can kind of just throw the spinnerbait, look at chat, listen for the ding. Alright, let's make a run. Can I join? Nope. Server's full. Oh, because I'm offline. Idiot. All right. I went through a tackle a little bit today. Realized I don't have nearly as much as I thought I did. Here, at least. What a bass. Like, don't get me wrong, I've got equipment. But, like, I'm so used to having a boat full of equipment instead of just 6 to 8 Plano boxes. Dude, the pulling power on this thing is nutty. Like, these fish are coming from so far away. Really makes me wonder about big lakers with the right bait. If, like, they just come flying in from across the map. Little rainbow. Little rainbow. Yeah, I am a believer in the jig head, dude. I am a full believer at this point. Break off, I don't care, pike. Wasting my time on you. I don't like that. Bass. Bass. That bass has no interest whatsoever. Is this too big of a lure? Mayhaps. Let's try this. No interest. Interesting. Is it a smallmouth? Interesting. Nothing more annoying than seeing a fish and it not biting. Quick, homie, I know you're there. I see you. Alright, so not what they want here. Spinner bait. Right, popper? Give her a good twitch the entire time. The problem with sight fishing too, man, is you get really like tunnel visioned on sight fishing. And it can kind of ruin your day if you let it. Because sometimes fish just don't want to bite. You know, like sometimes they're just like, nah, dude, I'm not in the mood. I think that 20 feet mark is doing it for us. We'll cast over this way one more time, then jump on a boat, and then try to catch some fish. On perch, though. Alright. Bait it is. Go next to me. Hey! He likes when I call him Big Papa. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh, heck yeah, dude. I don't care about size, honestly. I just want people to grow the game, if that makes sense. Yeah, dude, absolutely. You know, same thing, though. You know, just gotta have the game streamed and, whatnot during the tournament. And so I can hold a VOD and all that stuff. But yeah, dude, absolutely. No. That's good, dude. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'd like to have a group of people that are, interested in growing the community. I think Call of the Wild is a fantastic community in general. Especially needing a dad, right? I like surrounding myself with people that are parents, that are responsible individuals. And it seems like the Call of Duty community wasn't that, but the Call of the Wild community is most definitely that, right? I come from COD. I come from Tarkov. It's a bunch of degenerates. Eating one of them. Rainbow. Get out of here. This homie next to me, though, is catching. He's a good-sized fish, too. I saw it come up to his bait. What we got here? Another rainbow, probably? It's the bass. Let's go, number 3. Grace. Bronze. 3.5 pounds. You know what? 3.5 pounds? I'm not mad at that. And that's the thing of the tournament, man. Is if you're fishing a tournament like that, you catch a 3.5 pound, you're like, yo. One of the more fun things about fishing tournaments, not IRL too, right, is it makes those small fish so much nicer to catch. But the added stress, man, tournaments can get to a lot of people really quickly. Really quickly. We got a follower. We got a follower. Boop. Boop that fish right in the nose. Oh. Man. That wouldn't help our average. Yes, what we want to do is we'll try that Senko again. Toss that out here one more time, and I'm going to go ahead and move. So Joe's down there. Joe has my thought process from the looks of it. Case that river, man. Case that river. So, I mean, you see those river mouths, you're getting from pike, rainbows, lake trout, sometimes depending on where you are, sauger, depending on where you are. Like, there's a lot of opportunity in those river mouths to catch fish. I don't think we're going to catch anything big out of this spot since it's like a starter spot. Yeah, let's go ahead and make a move. Go run down the river. Go run down the river. I'd like to catch a super perch to get this task off my screen. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic, actually. That'd be ideal, you might even say. I didn't just miss my mouth. Not at all what just happened. Not at all what just happened. Because it's 10:30 though, I might take a break, take the dog outside real quick. Oh man, it's annoying as it's gonna break this up into multiple streams for Twitch, isn't it? Oh crap! I looked down. Never look down while driving a boat. Oh no. Oh, pain. Alright guys, I'm gonna step away for a second, take the dog outside, come back, catch bass, and we're gonna have a discussion, I think, about plastics, and one of my IRL projects I've got going on right now for the bass fishing side. If you are interested in actual like IRL bass fishing, be sure to hit follow, hit sub, depending on what platform you're on, and we will have a lot of IRL fishing type of streams coming up from the garage. We're going to have some bait talk. We're going to have some in-depth discussions on how to catch fish, how to break stuff down, how to have these discussions with anglers and co-anglers, how to approach fishing, basically, especially if you're new or advanced. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to throw it to a quick pause screen, and then we're going to catch fish. Really risky. Hey, man. Hello? Yeah, it's not a big deal, Bino. We'll figure things out as we need to, buddy. Honestly, man, I'm just glad to be back to... Oh, man, I thought I had him. Extremely risky. Hey, man. Hello? Yeah, it's not a big deal, Bino. We'll figure things out as we need to, buddy. Honestly, man, I'm just glad to be back to... Oh, man, I thought I had him. Extremely risky. Hey, man. Hello? Yeah, it's not a big deal, Bino. We'll figure things out as we need to, buddy. Honestly, man, I'm just glad to be back to... Alright. Now back here, I'm hoping to catch some. Wouldn't be the first time. Merge grass. Take out a moving bait. Pop that thing out there. Do a nice slow retrieve. Give a little twitch. And we've been catching fish all night, at least. That's... Are you kidding me? It jumped literally next to my lure. Let's try a straight retrieve. Okay, guess it doesn't matter. Something big. Ooh, something real big. Going down, though, which probably means pike or rainbow. Get the boat. Let me see you. Is that a catfish? What is that? Big, whatever it is. Rainbow. Effing rainbows, man. Just force this thing in. It's a rainbow. Yep. Yep. Alright, well, rainbows usually mean there's no bass. My experience anyway, man, it's like you see rainbows, you're like, nah, dude, there's no way there's bass there at this point. We'll try that straight retrieve on the swim bait this time, though. We're gonna zip it, cover some water. Got a follower. Yeah, got a follower way out there. Wait, way out there. Don't worry about rod tip. Blow the lure down. Come on now. Come on now. Doesn't look very bassy though. Could be a bass. I think it's a bass. Small one. Yep. Like I said, if you catch rainbow, just move a little bit, and usually there's bass nearby. But they're not usually mixed in with the rainbows. Alright, go back to a 3, we'll cover some water. So the first cast, we casted to the right of those rocks a little bit. Our goal is to cover all the depths, all of the regions. Fan casting essentially means just casting like a fan, fanning out in front of you. So doing that technique is going to allow you to cover a lot of water efficiently, quickly, and effectively to get more fish in the boat. Done that one. Let's cast out deep. So far that fish came out of super shallow water. Now we're sitting at about 16 feet. Let this sink on down. And let's retrieve. Hopefully, it'll pull whatever was down there to the surface. Actually, it did. See that fish behind it? There's a fish in that area at least, so I can... Oh. Another good bass. Silver. All right, 4 pounds though. Like that helps, you know. What was that size? 6 swim bait. Let's upsize. Maybe just a hair if I can. 5. I do have size 5. Okay, so that one came out of the deep though. So maybe just this stretch of bank is like, or the special river is just holding fish. Very well could be. All right, let's go ahead and give this a nice long. Huh. Cat, or is that a rainbow? A rainbow. Maybe my theory's wrong. Maybe there are bass mixed in with rainbows. Splash off to the right by those rocks. That rainbow's gonna be like, yo, calling power of the twitching is unreal. In order to do that twitch, all I'm doing is just wait until the bar's halfway, going left, right, and it puts us in that twitching action. I want this thing to hit nice and close to the boat, if at all possible. If you notice, straight retrieve. Just interested. I want the fish close to the boat if it does bite. Slow it down, let that fish bite. Hopefully we just kind of put that drag up. Flip that thing in the boat. Oh my goodness. Alright, so that kind of teaches us a little bit about something, too. Okay. Alright. We're learning, right? And that's the important thing, is we get to a little more educated. But that being another rainbow, though, makes me wonder. We'll take a cast back through all this. About a 1 foot depth there. Jeez. A little perch. Need to catch that thing. I don't think it'll bite this, though. Too big of a bait. Perch, come on. Oh. Reeling too much. Alright, let's kind of sit for a second. That's going to be an interesting thing too, right? Is going to be see what baits end up being the meta. Are we going to see a bunch of guys throwing spinner baits, seeing guys, you know, live bait fishing? Are we going to see guys... what's everybody going to be doing? You know, like, that's what I'm curious about. What is everybody going to be doing? Right, let's check one more spot. Check one more spot. Those river mouths really seem to be something. Alright, so approaching these paths, what we're going to do is we're going to come in right perpendicular to them. What that's going to allow me to do is I can fan cast, right? So I can go boom, 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 boom. And I can cover all this water with moving bait. I just did it again. I cannot stand that that button does that. Okay. So I want to throw in this bigger swim bait. And so we're going to fan cast all this and cover the water. Nothing moved out of that one, so we'll go ahead and speed that retrieve up. Fan cast over here. Lower our drag down to our normal setting. Nothing moving in there. Pike. What that is? Yeah, a little pike. Pulling in the boat. I mean, it's leveling up the swim bait, right? Alright, so we'll make one more. There's something jump. I did. About 40 feet out there. And there's stuff jumping. Good old pike hitting the surface. That's a bass, though. That's a bass. That is a bass. Question is that those bass are all small, right? That's the problem. Is they're not big enough to get this stupid thing in their mouth. Choke it. You know you want to. Choke it. Come on. Really small, probably perch out there. Do I have to downsize this bait to actually get these fish? Is that what's going to have to happen? We can get this pike in. The same technique. Jumped up that spinner bait or the swim bait quite a bit. Oh, got some creds too. Definitely like the 6 is more what the bass want, whether it's big or small fish. Why are you jigging? Follower. Another pike. Another pike. Get in the boat. 4-pound pike. Alright, I lied. One more move. One more relocation. Let's go upriver just a hair. All of this actually is probably viable. You know, something just jump right there. Come on now. Can't see those pads at all either. Go ahead and make one long cast out this way. Just saw something hit right there. What up, Formal? How's it going, homie? How you doing tonight? Oh, that's a bass. That's a good one. That is a good one right there. I had another pike chase me. Get away from me, pike. There we go, there we go, there we go. What, like, what'd you guys go chasing? What was the target species? What'd you end up with? There we go. Muskies? Heck yeah, dude. 1.56 pound smallie. You got any muskies? What are you guys throwing? Oh, heck yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm down in Michigan, so we do our fair share of chasing them skis around here, especially out St. Clair. Love me some musky fishing, man. Don't get to do it nearly as much as I want to in the area that I'm in. But man, the last few times I've been out chasing muskie, it was like you had to throw a buzzbait. That was just what they wanted. We ended up catching like 3 during a bass tournament. It ruined our bass tournament. I was like, yo, we're catching muskie, dude. Heck yeah, man. Biggest I've got is 45 inches. Dude, love muskie. Love pike. Honestly, dude, if bass fishing wasn't such like a money sport, I probably would do a lot more pike and muskie fishing. That's nutty, dude. That's huge. Let's go. All right. So we're on the largies, man. On some fish. Yeah, that's nutty, dude. Been seeing a bunch of guys lately throwing like giant safety pin style spinner baits. Cool to see something different. Oh no, dude. And that's what sucks too, right? It's every species is so damn expensive to chase. Other than like even bluegill, you know, but like meh. No interest. No practical interest in chasing panfish. But I mean, muskie, though, dude, it's one of those fish that, like, you might get close, you know, but it's just not the same. Still have got a scar on my leg from a muskie. Got it in the net, put it in the boat, unhooked it, turned around to do something to, like, grab the net handle or something like that, and thing got me right in the calf. Just straight up, right on my calf, dude. Shit sucked.
Welcome to the internet.
Hey, I appreciate that follow, buddy. Yeah, I love me some musky fish and pike, dude. Oh, pike around here is what really got me. Rumor is there's an excellent walleye lake near me too, which I have done no, literally none. I don't walleye fish, but would eat me some walleye given the opportunity to. Smallies, maybe? In these rocks? Maybe? I mean, oh my goodness, that drives me nuts. A little rip-rappy, you know? A little exposed cover. Wow, some structure there, too, of 7 foot. Good grief. Eagle Lake, Ontario. Sounds familiar. I haven't fished up that way in a very, very long time. I've heard about it on a show or, you know, something like that at some point. I think last time we chased muskie, we were out on St. Clair. Just hanging out, basically. Do you mainly troll or do you cast? Think of the woods. Yeah, so you're in a pretty decent area, man. You're in a pretty decent area. Oh, rainbow. Is that a rainbow? Sure looks like one. Gotcha. Yeah, that's kind of what I ran into, man. As the guy that I was with wanted to troll. Like, but homie, I'm catching him casting. I'd much rather cast for fish, you know? That bite, the initial hit, is a lot of the reason why I fish. Dude, that feeling of just that fish trying to just bam, take that thing out of your hand, that's where it's at. That's absolutely where it's at. We're headed out tomorrow to do some kayak bass fishing. I have not kayak fished in probably 5 years. Have we go with the boat? Yeah. Around here, it's the 8. I was talking to somebody not too long ago about the figure 8. And they're like, ah, no, that doesn't work. Yeah, it does. Bow. Another rainbow. Yeah, bronze. There's activity in the middle of the lake here. I mean, it's only 10 foot by the looks of it, so hopefully I can pull something out of these areas. The swim bait's small, though, man. It's a size 6 swim bait, so I don't think I'm going to pull anything big. Yeah, we're chasing bass tomorrow. Hopefully, fishing a new lake that I've never fished before. So hopefully, we can end up with something a little decent and different. Tournament weights are pretty much what they are everywhere else in Michigan right now, inland anyway. Talking like 13 pounds to win. So I'm not expecting greatness, but it'd be nice to catch a couple of 2s, maybe a 3. I'd be happy with that. Now, if I can get on some pike, whew. Pull that kayak around, absolutely. That sounds like a good time. Oh, dude, I love bass tournaments, man. That is what got me to push really hard into fishing. That and writing. I mean, I've got 650-ish published articles now, I think. We've been around, man. We've been around the industry. Love me some bass tourneys, though. Problem is, nowadays, you have to compete. You're looking at 120K You know, boat finders, can iPilot 360. You gotta have live scope. Like, dude, it's expensive. It's expensive stuff. Why the kayak? Trying to do the kayak as budget as possible. Even down to like a Humminbird 561. Right? I don't have GPS. I don't have all the fancy DI side imaging that I'm used to having. Don't have all the fancy equipment. I've got a $100 kayak. I've got rods and reels, which are, decent equipment. But the kayak itself is built to be as cheap as possible to get people into the sport. I want to show people that it's possible to do it on a budget. Go out and catch fish. Tomorrow, I think we're going to spend all our time filming tomorrow, probably, and not necessarily streaming, though we're going to try to do some live streams. If you are aware, there is a fishing category now on Twitch. So if you set up to live stream your guide trips, dude, that might be the move in the future. Oh, yeah. I can imagine this. The 620s on the 300 Verado. Yeah, dude, that's... What's money? I guess at that point, right? It's just like you don't have it anymore. That shit hurts. Dude, and bass boats being $65 a day in gas sucks. Can only imagine what that 300 does. Alright, I'm gonna try to get this rainbow in. I don't think I can lure it this close. The goal is to get it close to the boat. If I can get close to the boat, then I can kind of do like I did at the pike. Pop that drag up and just hope it doesn't break when I go to boat lift it. Oh, yikes. Yeah, dude. See, and that's the thing too, right? Is when I was fishing tournaments a lot, you never make money, right? All your money is coming from non-endemic. It's coming from sponsorships. It's coming from everything else. Like, you just kind of hope that you place well so that you can get a better sponsorship deal, basically. Oh, I wanted that right next to the boat. Like, tournament fishing is ungodly expensive for what it is. Yeah, it's even at that, though, dude. It's not like it's a $20,000 sponsorship, right? Where you can cover your costs for the year. 10-pound bow? I mean, that's what I ran into, right? Is I took a lot of time to find sponsors that paid cash, that covered my tournament fees, covered my gas. The only thing I won was extra, essentially. Oh, okay. We need a lower unit. Like, my entire goal, basically, was to try to just break even with sponsorships, and then anything I won past that is mine. But dude, that only goes so far sometimes, you know? Like, you have a bad year. And you make nothing. One more fish to get this mastery done. But I mean, like, it happens, you know? Like, we're moving from a bass boat I set up over to a 16.5-foot smoker craft coming up here. Doing a whole restoration on that project on the YouTube channel, so that should be an interesting time. Gets to go in Tiny Boat Nation now if you're looking at any of Tiny Boat Nation stuff. But that's what we're shooting for. I want a modular deck. I want the ability to get some height. I want aluminum so I can fish the river. And I want about mid 20 mile per hour. Would be super nice. Most of our lakes around here are about 300 acres, a couple 1,200 acre ones, but it's not common. Other than that, it's river fishing. Right by like St. Joseph, Kalamazoo River on this side of the state. We're fishing Oh. Okay. Okay, game. I guess freezing is an option. Yeah, just trying to be a little more efficient, right? Gas sucks. Gas sucks right now. And I ain't trying to spend, a couple $100 a day in gas. Ain't happening. But yeah, our lakes are small, so hopefully I can get away with it and it not be too much of an issue. Kind of rules out St. Clair. Kind of rules out Muskegon. But it is what it is, I care more about being able to actually park the boat in the garage, manage the boat, and keep things organized. All I really care about. And I think that the smaller boat will help do that in a much better way than what I have in the past. All right, let's make one more move, and I'm going to go ahead and organize tackle for tomorrow. Start getting stuff around. Get the yak ready. Make sure anchor is good. Make sure life vest is good. Make sure all safety equipment is set up. I'm fishing in the morning. Fishing in the morning. Run upriver just a hair. Pull my hair out after the weekend. Rig up 2 Garmin 10s. Ah! So what do you think about the new Garmins? Are the Garmins worth looking at now? I mean, I've always been a Humminbird guy. But oh, it's not that bad, man. What's you... I guess, I don't know. I haven't messed with the Ranger either. I mean, I'm a pretty firm believer in running wires through a conduit and stuff like that. Or like mapping systems. See, in the Humminbird auto chart, I've fallen in love with. I think it's the best chart system that I have seen. The Rance is pretty close too. Use my Solix 12, yeah. Dude, we're running at 561 on that kayak. Like some ancient stuff. I've got a bottom, what do you call it? Bottom line in the garage. I've got a, what is the side finder? Side view? Side something. Like mid-90s fish finders. I kept all my old fish finders, dude, from the day. And all of my dad's from the day. It's cool to see, cool to look at on occasion, power them up. We're talking today about how all those old graphs had asteroids, right? Galaga was included on some of them. So you could sit there at weigh-in or, pre-launch playing a game on your fish finders. Just hilarious. Yeah, dude. I feel like a lot of the newer graphs overcomplicate things for literally no reason. Is that Garmin 83 kilohertz and like 220 probably? Does it have a 455 as well? Kilohertz, well, hertz, I guess I should say. Yeah, that's... I feel like I never, ever use the 455. I feel like I always use the mid-80s, depending on what unit it is. Just because it's, obviously the widest, deepest. And I feel like I use the 200 to 300 range on very few occasions of fishing deep. But man, I use the side imaging a lot. Do love the side imaging. I feel like the side imaging, for bass fishing anyway, right? Smallmouth. Makes a huge difference when you're fishing that 30, 40 foot of water. Looking for that cover. Looking for certain structures. Be able to break stuff down. It's super nice to have that side imaging for stuff like that. Dude, and it's funny because, like, the guys that I've met playing this game, a lot of them don't necessarily fish to the level that bass tournament guys do, muskie guys do, crappie tournament guys do. A lot of them is very, very casual fishermen. The amount of fish I've gotten in the boat, offside imaging. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, once you learn that imaging, it's so hard to go back. So, like, I know there's something over there. I know there's a rock pile that's got some white spots on it. Behind that rock pile is a log pile. If I go ahead and throw with that log pile, I can drag it back through those white spots, hopefully hook up on a fish. Oh, by the way, it's 40 foot out to the side of the boat. You know, like, that stuff is huge. Have you fished with 360 or live scope at all? That live scope, dude. That's the move. Throwing a crankbait out there, watching the crankbait come down the water column, stabilize in the water column, and then seeing a fish come up after it is like crazy. It's the crazy thing. I love it. Talk about something that should be banned from tournaments, though, dude. Like, it's such an advantage. But again, you got to know how to use it, right? You got to know how to calibrate it. You got to know how to make things work. I've used the 360 a few times. Never really saw a real need to buy one. My buddy's boat had one, and it was fine. But I feel like once I think of that 360, I could just go, yeah, it's over there, you know? Where's muskies much yet? Walleye fishing under. Oh, I bet, dude. I bet. I mean, muskie, right? I feel like when I'm muskie or pike fishing, I very rarely catch fish off the nose of the boat. I feel like I'm always, like, using drift sock or something like that. Just kind of slowing my roll. But that said, for bass fishing, like smallmouth especially, drop shotting in front of the boat or throwing a jerkbait in front of the boat, huge. Absolutely huge. Not catching fish here. I just want one more fish. Always one more fish, though, right? Yeah, always one more. I've been wanting to do, what the hell you call those things? Power poles. Something I've been really interested in grabbing. But I feel like every time that I go fish shallow... Oh, okay. I don't need them, right? I mean, like, I feel like I move so fast all the time anyway. But it would be nice to be able to just push a button with my foot, lock into place, retie my setup, pick a dock apart, and get back to it. But man, I honestly wonder how that would work on that 16.5 footer with a couple of poles or talons or something like that. What's the name of the Raptor or something like that from Minn Kota? Is there a reason why you switched from Humminbird to Garmin? I've always been a Humminbird guy. I've just always used Humminbirds. Like I'll maintain too, like for bang for your buck, that Maxim trolling motor, I don't know if they still have it or not, was like the best deal at 70 pounds. But I am heavily considering a was it Tarova or Power Guide, or not Power Guide, the Power Drive. Power Drive, because I can lift that head up all the way and get into some really skinny water. I think I was in the car world too long, man. Going Power Glide. Building all them GTOs. Come on, fish, let's go. Alright, guys. I think we're going to go ahead and call it there. I need to get tackle around, get ready for the morning, get your cameras ready. If there's anything you guys want to see, be sure to comment on the YouTube channel. Feel free to hit like, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys around.